Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. I'm going to have to wave the white flag. The things that I need to get done this week, need to get done this week. I'm on a, there's an end game here, and I need to put that time in. So in the plan, there aren't any videos that take any length of time. Now the Project Orchid video is a quick film of one plant and 10 minutes worth of editing. It's not a big deal. The garden videos are 10 minutes editing because they've already been filmed, and transferred. So all I've got to do is just a quick edit and load them onto YouTube. But filming orchid stuff, especially orchid work and things like that, that does take a lot longer. And that's the thing. I was just thinking, I don't think I've ever taken a break off of the Orchid channel. Not for anything more than a day or two. I mean, I can't remember taking a serious break. I mean, a lot of people who run channels, they have a fortnight's holiday. Perhaps twice a year. Those making a lot of money. I can think of one. But, I tend to just keep the channel ticking over all the time. Well, I'm going to have to let it go to a degree until next week. That's just how it's going to have to be. This weekend Hannah's down, so that's Saturday morning going and getting her, and then we have tasks that we need to do together this weekend, so I can't see me getting anything filmed this weekend. Friday I've already said, Project Orchids, that I can do. It's Wednesday today. I've already had to cancel getting my car fixed to allow me more time. I'm weather dependent, so the plan today doesn't sound like it's going to rain. I'm going to take the shade netting off, get the steps. Everybody raises their hands in horror. The surface around the conservatory is relatively flat, and round the back there, the way I get at the roof, the way I did it last time, is to lean the steps against the wall so that they can't fall and just walk up them backwards. I know it sounds silly, but you've got your hands on the conservatory, your feet on the steps, and the steps against the wall. Nothing's going anywhere. And the idea is to get the shade netting off, get the long-handled brush, sweep off all the debris, and then get the hose up there, and using the long-handled brush, give the outside of the roof a good wash off. That will get muck and stuff into the guttering. Without the shade netting over the top of the guttering, I can then just go round with a trowel and a bucket and hook the muck out. The reason for doing the outside of the conservatory, the idea that does the roof, and then the rest of the outside of the conservatory is just the hose and the long-handled brush to wash the glass off and the plastic. And that's the outside done. All the muck and everything can come down onto the patio and stay there, because we've still got to put the strimmer round and get the green bits out and sweep up. Well, there's no point in sweeping up twice. We just do it once, and that's part of what Hannah will be doing when she's down here. So that gets the outside of the conservatory done. Tomorrow sounds like it's going to rain nearly all day. Well, that'll help wash off the roof, any bits that I've missed or anything like that, with the shade netting out of the way. So that'll make the outside nice and clean and tidy. And while it's raining all day, I can't do anything outside. So tomorrow we get on with the Fisan 20 and wipe down the inside in here. Yeah, and just have a little bit of a tidy up. I've got loads of pots in here, they can go down in the shed. Just make it look smart and tidy. And that'll be tomorrow's job. And that's quite a long job, tedious job. So I probably won't do it all at once. It's not a difficult job. I mean, I will have to stand on a chair to just do these bars. But that don't take long. I mean, look, you think cloth, wipe, 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 wipe. That's that one done. Move the chair. Wipe, 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 wipe. Yeah, it's not going to take me long. So, and that gets the roof done. I don't have to do the panels in the roof this time round. They haven't got mould on them. The dirt and everything you see is on the outside, not on the inside. And by doing the outside first, if there are any marks on the inside, they'll become obvious. I mean, I can see a little bit there. There's a little bit needs wiping off there, but it's not much. Not like last time, it was bad. And then obviously everything else I can reach from the floor. And all of the shelving and everything just slides out of the way. So, you know, I'll get this over there, that over there, everything over this side out of the way, and do the whole of this side and the floor. Then put all that stuff back. You know, you can see the sort of pattern here. Then get that lot out of the way, do that bit and do the floor, you know, and then the last bit over here. So manageable, but it's going to probably take me most of tomorrow to do that. So today we do outside, tomorrow we do inside. That's this done. 2 days worth. Now, I don't think doing the outside is going to take all day. I might get something else done, but there's an energy factor here. And the energy is going to be getting used up. And there comes a point where that's it, I ain't doing any more today, sort of thing. So we shall see. The actual gardening side of the garden, I've got some tiny little bits to tweak. That bush over there has started to extend again. That's just a quick go round with the secateurs. 5 minutes just to tidy that, round it off. That's all. Same here. There's a few long bits sticking up, just 5 minutes done. And then there's the bamboo still outstanding, which may or may not get done. We shall see. Yeah, so not much to do in the garden really. The patio area, this does need a sweep up. It's got messy again. There's piles of rubbish from other jobs. Tidy the edging, but that's all part and parcel of getting the strimmer out, doing the green on the cracks and sweeping up. So yeah, that's for the weekend, that bit. Yeah, that leaves me Friday free at the moment. There will be things to do. I mean, I've got a bit of dusting and tidying to do around the house. I can't expect Hannah to do all that for me. It's not her place. She doesn't live here. But it's a busy week. Somewhere in there could be some videos. This is just a chatty thing. This goes straight up on YouTube. There's no editing to do. Just chuck it up there. It'll be wonderful. But yeah, so those are the plans. A 2-day effort to get this conservatory sorted out. That's cleaned up inside and outside. And we try this winter without the shade netting. Yeah? Because we definitely had a light issue last winter with the resting bright cool resting type dendrobiums. They didn't work. So obviously they didn't get enough light. Now we are going to get the lights out. End of September we will be getting lights out and having a go with that. So that should help. But the shade netting's no longer necessary until the sun comes back next year. I mean, the sun only catches that corner now, when there is some. Oh, something else last night. I came down this morning and I was notably cold. I had a look round a couple of thermometers I've got in the house. The house had dropped down to 17 degrees last night, and I thought, oh hell, what is it in the conservatory? It was 14 out here this morning. That's colder than my winter temperature, and it's August already. So we've obviously got some cold air around at the moment. An odd night doesn't do any harm. Everything's not going to keel over because we had a cool night. But yeah, 14 out here first thing this morning. That's cool. Anyway, I shall leave it at that. I get this done. I'm not even dressed yet. It's early in the day. And yeah, so it's a working week into next week. That's how it's got to be. It's only twice a year. It's not a big deal. And it's a few days. And somewhere in there I might find something to film. I don't know. I mean, if Hannah and I have a go at that bamboo, I will stick the camera on the tripod while I'm cutting it down. Hannah won't want to be in it. She doesn't like being on camera. But, you know, that would be for the gardening channel, not for this one anyway. And that's for the future, because we haven't caught up with the real world yet on that channel. I think we're coming into July. On the gardening channel, we've got, I think there's half a dozen videos for July. Then we're into August, and there isn't much. I didn't film much in the garden in August, I don't think. So we might catch up, you know, certainly within a month on the gardening channel we'll be up to date and we'll have transferred everything across. But as I said, there's virtually no work involved with keeping that going because the videos are already done. All I've got to do is just quick edit and up they go. So. Right, so that's the situation. That's how it's going to be. I don't want to work solid for any length of time doing any of these jobs because that will just do my back in, possibly my knees as well. They suffered earlier in the year with one of the jobs I did, and that means I don't get much done the next day. So it's just going to be a little and often. Little, take a break, have a coffee, have a walk around the garden. Bit more, yeah? Not try and do it all at once. So that's the theory. Now we better put it into practice. And before we do that, what do we do before we do anything like that? We better have another coffee, I suppose. See you next time. Thanks for the patience. I'll be back. It'll all be back to normal, but I've just got to get through this stuff and get it done. You know. And so be it. And then next week, I've got to think about still getting the car fixed. It's 37 bus syndrome. I've got something on every weekend now for an amount of time. Little things, but they're things that I don't want to go missing, which means, you know, if somebody takes the job on with the car, I've got to have it back by the weekend. They'll have to understand that. So, well, we leave it at that and see how we get on. I don't like having things like this where I have to do things and I don't get a huge benefit out of it. It's like I'm doing stuff for other people, like demanded with menaces, if you know what I mean. But it just has to be. It's just got to be done. So there are times when we just have to knuckle under and get on with it. So about time we made a start. Bye for now.